Peace and love, everybody out there.
Peace, bro.
Peace and love, Michael Lewis. Peace and love, Cache. Peace and love, what's that, Miss Holmes?
Hey, what's up?
Peace and love, how y'all doing?
Well, how are you?
I'm wealthy and healthy.
Glad to hear it.
Gotta speak it to existence. A lot of this is about how you use your words. When we dealing with credit, we're dealing with legalese and legal terms. It's all about how you use your words. Jurisdiction means jurisdictionary. It's all about the words.
Hey, I had a quick question.
Go ahead.
Speaking of words, last week you mentioned one, and I tried to look it up and I couldn't find it. But I think it was the Latin term for a special appearance.
A Latin term for special appearance?
I don't know if it was Latin or not, but it sounded like it might have been. But you said, I wish I could remember what it was.
When sui juris and propria persona.
That wasn't it.
Those are the terms that you would come in when you come in special appearance, but it's not a Latin word for special appearance.
It was sui juris and what was the other one?
And propria persona. Those two Latin words that you would use when you come in special appearance.
When I looked it up, it looked like there were different types of special appearances. But not to get too far into the details, but yeah, I was just wondering.
What type of special appearances was you wondering about?
I think if I go through my notes, we were talking about honor and dishonor.
Mm-hmm. And what was your question about it?
I just wanted to know what that term was, so I could look up more about the administrative process and making that kind of special appearance.
You might have been talking about a conditional acceptance.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
That would be it's a conditional acceptance. That's a form of special appearance when you're dealing with commercial contracts. It's a conditional acceptance. So anybody send you an instrument, like you get a bill in the mail. So you have 30 days on the bill. It says you have 30 days to right to dispute. So if you want to do administrative process, you would start with the conditional acceptance. And that would be the first letter, and that'd be a dispute letter. That'd be a letter saying, I conditionally accept this bill, and I agree to pay it if, on a condition, you can provide me proof of claim. So you're asking for proof of claim. It's in the form of a discovery, because you're asking them for the contract. You're asking them for proof of claim of a contract. So when you ask them for proof of claim, that's a conditional acceptance. Now, if you was in a court situation, that conditional acceptance would turn into a special appearance. So you can use it for multiple purposes in multiple situations. You just have to structure it for that specific situation. But I'll put that in the If you want to see a conditional acceptance and things like that, that'll be in the templates. I'll be adding to those templates. I've been adding to it, and I'll add more.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, before we do a quick review, anybody got any questions from the last week? I know some of you guys started procedure kind of late. Some of you guys started early and got some things done and got some things left over. So I'm gonna open the floor if you got any questions before we do a review. All right, if you don't got no questions, let's go right in. Let's dive right in. This is the 850 Credit Team Credit Sweep Program prepared by Antoine Davis Bay, Grand Sheik. Week 1, Chapter 1. We went into the credit report audit, how to order a personal credit report. We know we have what? A free way to do it. You can go to annualcreditreport.com and order you a free credit report annually. That means once a year. You want to get all 3 bureaus because you want to clear all 3 reports. Because when you're going to apply for these loans, you're going to be pulling from all 3 bureaus from different accounts and different companies. And it's important to get that credit report within the last 30 days. Because if you don't get a credit report in the last 30 days, things change, come on, and something might come on that you ain't know came on there. Something might came off, something you ain't know that came off. All right, then we went to how to order a business credit report. How to go to nav.com and nav.com. If you have a business doing operating, you've probably been getting credit and things like that. You probably already got a credit report and a credit score for your business. We know the business credit is not FICO. It's built on the Paydex score. Paydex is called Paydex score system, right? So we went to those 2 things in the first video, first week. Then we go through what's FICO, what is a FICO, what is Advantage credit scores. Why do you have a difference between Credit Karma and Experian when you're looking at credit monitoring systems? Different type of credit monitoring systems, right? Because they have 2 different scoring systems. But we know FICO is what we need to pay attention to when it's time to go in for those loans. To make sure your FICO, the accounts, is reading what they're supposed to be reading. Because the credit report is more important than the credit score, right? The credit score is just a reflection of how you treat your accounts. If your accounts is in good standing, we went through what being in compliance with your credit need to look like with the compliance list. With the compliance list, you're supposed to have key things, right? You have to have utilization under 10%. You have to have 100% payment history. You have to have 10 accounts. You have to have a diversified portfolio with installment loans, a car, a house, and you have to have primary accounts. Okay. So a lot of the class we're gonna go through today is gonna be how to get those accounts for free. Some are free, some you have to pay for it, right? We know the authorized user. We're going to go through authorized user versus primary user. Okay. Then we went through how to send certified mail. USPS is very important to our strategy. Why? Because it has a delivery date and a sending date. And those dates are important because it starts your timing. You want to keep good records, right, of your timing when you sent it out, when they received it, because they're going to get amnesia. And they're going to look for you to know. And once you know, then they back up unless they see that you're keeping good records. Okay. 5, we went through how to audit that consumer report, right? How to spot all the negative things that's on there that's an error, all the errors on the credit report. For instance, we went over that account number. If you look on your credit report, if you look at the account number, it's always incorrect to what the account number really is. That's grounds for removal. On everybody credit report is 100% time because they're moving in fraud. They don't want to report the real account number. So they put stars on the account number. But when you open up the account, it don't have no stars in it. Right? Misspelling of your name. Inaccurate balance. All these things is grounds for removal. And if they can't what? Provide proof of contract. If you already started sending out 609 letters, they can't provide proof of contract. That's the number one thing you audit. And okay, number 6, we went through SSN numbers versus the EIN numbers. Business credit versus personal credit. The power of both, how to skip the line. We're going to go through a lot of that today. How to set up that LLC, that EIN. Right? Then we went through how to get an SSN from the Social Security office. A new one without having to do the CPN, how to do the SSN move. Through the credit sweep procedure, right? Then it led us into week 2 with the credit sweep procedure, went into the consumer laws and the contract laws. Consumer laws dealing with Title 15, right? How we use Title 15 to provide proof of that contract and different procedures leading into our credit sweep procedure. Then we introduce all the 10 secret credit reporting agencies. We know about the 3 major reporting agencies with Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Most people know about LexisNexis, but what about all the rest of them? Sage, ARS, Innovis, Teletrack, right? We went through all those. 4-day credit suite was the highlight, right? The procedure, that 4-day credit suite. Do that credit freeze first. Go and get your FTC report. Then next, go get your identity theft affidavit notarized. Get you a copy of your ID. Put a cover letter to it. Send it to all 3 bureaus and attorney. Then you can upload it to their websites. After 7 days, give them a call after they received it, right? Now, you're not going to get a favorable reply, but the accounts going to fall off. We've seen evidence of this, right? Judah and Brother Lewis, both of these brothers have positive results already. It's a few more accounts, but it's only been, I believe, 2 weeks, 3 weeks to the most. And more than 50% of the account already gone. And that's without even having to send out a 609 letter yet. Right? Or the procedure. And I'm going to go through a procedure on how to follow up on them today. Okay. We went through the 24-hour inquiry removal procedure, how you can call them. When you get these inquiries, put these trade lines on there, and you can remove the inquiry right back off, right? Went through that. Then how you can use the credit sweep procedure, identity theft procedure, for a stop for traffic tickets and toll road violations. Because all these are debt collectors. We went through what a debt collector is. All these are debt collectors, right? All right. Now we're going to combine chapter 3 and 4. Today we're going through primary trade lines versus authorized user trade lines. How to get primary trade lines for free. How to obtain primary trade lines without a credit check. How to obtain authorized user trade lines for free. How to boost that credit score in 30 days with no credit check. How to obtain trade lines with a UCC1 financing statement. How to get trade lines and business credit established. Right? Then we're going to go into how to set up that LLC. How to get that business credit. How to open credit union bank accounts, personal and business. How to apply for loans with no money down or proof of income, no documents. How to get funded for that 100K, and how to start a Turo and Airbnb account. Okay. So any questions before we get started on any of this? Week 3, the trade lines. I know some of y'all first week, so you're catching up. So some of the videos, of course, are in the videos are saved in the webinars are saved in the folder, so you can just catch up on that. But that's what we went to for the first 3 weeks. And now we finna get down to some good old business. First, we're gonna go through authorized users versus the primary user. Okay. Show screen share. Okay. Now, authorized user. Now, this is one of the educational files that's in your trade lines folder. You want to go to authorized user education, and you'll find this document to educate yourself on what an authorized user is. You have to know everything on your credit report is a trade line. What is a trade line? A line of credit. It's anything that's reporting that you're doing business, transacting business with a company. So how many companies do you transact business with? You can probably think of 10. You should do that. You should actually write down all 10 or at least 10 companies you have a recurring bill with. Those can be reported for credit. Those are called primary trade lines because you are the primary holder of that account. Okay. Now, in a personal credit, they got this glitch in it called an authorized user. Now, this is similar to a primary user because it's still an account, a trade line. Somebody's doing business with some type of company. But in this instance, this would be like a secondary user. This would be somebody that was authorized to use the credit account. This would be somebody who the primary user trusted and extended their credit to this person's credit to help their credit boost. So the authorized user can be somebody that has a credit card. It necessarily don't have to be somebody who got great credit. This can be somebody who has a 10-year credit card and never used it. They might only use it for gas. And that's it, just to keep it active. And they might have a good credit score or not. But long as they don't have any late payments, then that's the type of credit card you would want to go use, especially if it has age on it. Because we went through the compliance list about credit age. Your credit age has to be at least 5 years or older. You have to at least have a 6 months credit age just to have a credit score. If you have 10 and above credit age years, then it's even better. Your score would be at its maximum. So if you got somebody who got 10 and above years on a credit card or any primary user account for that matter, but we want to really target the credit card holders. You can just tell that person simply, add me on as authorized user. They may have about 4 slots or 5 slots they can use as an authorized user. Now, this one, you can even help them get some money and you can get some money. You can tell them, hey, go look up how many authorized users you can have. Or you might got a credit card with this already. Look up how many credit authorized users a person can have on a credit card. It might be 5, right? All right, bam, you got 5 authorized users. You've been having this card for 10 years, or this person been having this card for 10 years. Now they can charge somebody about $200-$300, maybe more than that, depending on how much you want to charge. When you tell them, hey, I'll give you $300 for all 5 of them slots, $300 each. That's $1,500 a month. Then you can go ahead and tell people you got Tradelines for sale. And somebody can buy that. People love to buy that because guess what? When you put one of these authorized user Tradelines on your credit report, it's going to boost your score up for 100 points at least. So if you down after you've swept your credit through the credit suite, now the next 30 days, it's time to build it back up. So what you're going to be doing is adding on Tradelines. So the quickest way to boost it with no credit check, no money down, it's an authorized user. You might have to invest in one, right? But you need at least 1 or 2 of them. They band-aids. You leave them on for 30 days or 60 days or 90 days and take them off. The purpose of the authorized user is to boost your credit score of 100 points. Walk into the bank with confidence with a 750 credit score, even though it's a 650. Even though it's a 650, you now got a 750 for the next couple months. Go get what you want. If you want, and I'm going to show you how to go through, I'm going to show you different credit unions to go through. But if you want to go through these credit unions, you go right through these credit unions and you do what we call a loan sweep. You're going to do a loan sweep. You're going to go open up 10 bank accounts, all credit unions, 10 of them. You ain't got to do them the same day, but you can do them within 30 days. The 10 credit unions I'm giving you, they don't do credit checks. Not to open. Only thing they do, charge you $5 to open a personal. To open a business account, they're going to charge you $100, but it's going on your debit card. Now, once you open these, you remember, you don't have to do no business. You don't have to be making no crazy deposits. You don't have to be having it for no age and nothing like that. Credit unions is sweet like this. Now, the reason why we going to credit unions is because they require no documentation, no check stubs, no proof of income, no bank statements, no tax returns. And you asking them people for 50 to 100K. You might be asking for 25K depending on the limits of these credit unions. We got credit unions to go up to 100K. And I'm going to teach you how to start spotting these banks and looking at these as lenders as your customers. These banks is your customers now. That's your clientele. Them your plugs. Them the ones you going to go to. Them your lenders. According to your side of town, whatever city you in, you got special banks in your town that's going to lend easy. You got to start going and looking at them, doing your research. All you got to do is talk to a loan officer. Ask some key questions. They're going to love to answer with a favorable reply because they're glad to see you get a loan, especially if you care about your credit because they know them the type of people they want to work with. Them the type of people they want to loan it to. They don't want to loan it to somebody that just come try to get a quick fix and get up out of there and run off with their money. They want to get theirs back because they get paid off interest. So they're looking for hustlers. So what you want to do is you want to do a loan sweep. You're going to go to 10 banks after you find out the compliance of what they need. Pretty much we know the compliance list is what they need, but you want to do your homework so you would know which credit union pulls from which bureau, credit reporting agency. But I'm going to go there. We got a hack list for you. That's in the Tradeline list as well, right? So we got this approval hack list. My own research. All right. From dealing with companies throughout the years. Now, sometimes they might change. Some banks change where they might pull from, right? Like Wells Fargo might switch it up, whoever. But that's why you do your homework because you finna be a great investigator because these people is going to pay you for this little homework. Just 5 minutes, all it takes you to do. One phone call, build a relationship with a loan officer, walk in there and get you 20, 50K. This is all they require. Most companies only require 680. Can you believe that? Only a 680 is needed to secure these loans. Some companies require a 700. Some of them require a little bit more, but that's your high-end cards. I'm talking like American Express. They want, I think, a 750. So I'm telling you, if you clean your credit and follow these steps I'm giving you, throw a trade line on them, you'll be at a 750 and qualify for different high-end cards as well. But this is the list that I compiled. Now these not high-end cards, but they still give major credit limits. And that's why I say do a credit sweep because say if you get 10 of these credit unions to give you 20K a piece, that's 200K. Hell, if you only did 5, that's 100K you walk away with. And that's all I told you. We can help you get 100K with this, but that's the minimum. That's the minimum. You can walk away with $250,000, $500,000 from a loan sweep. Then reinvest it. You can reinvest all the money and pay them back and walk away with free money by using other people's money. This is how you do it, right? So you see this list, you got Apple, Chase, Capital One, BMO, State Farm, Fifth Third, U.S. Bank, Barclays, Bank of America, BOA, American Express, Wells Fargo, PNC Platinum, TCF, Citi, Discover Bank. You see all these, then you see the credit unions, Digital Federal Credit Union, Navy Federal Credit Union, Pentagon Federal Credit Union, Credit One, Andrews Credit Union. Then you got fashion stores. We even got electronic stores, home improvement stores, dental cosmetics. If you need to get your dental hit, go get that cat credit. Go get a cat credit. Everything you do can be on credit cards. You can move and leverage your life off credit. And that's smooth because that means it gives you 30 days to pay it back. That gives you leverage if you know how to leverage and reinvest. Because think about it, if you got 20K coming from 5 different ways, how can you reinvest this? You can go get tax lien homes, especially if you're in the Texas area. You can do guaranteed investments. You can get guaranteed investments. You can go and put your money on a house, tax lien house, and pay off the taxes. And the taxes can only be 10% of what the credit, not the credit, but the market value is. That house can be worth 100K, 200K, and you just paid off the taxes on that, off credit money. And then if you want to flip that, you got more credit money to do that with. You can go get a construction team, give it a facelift, and then find you a buyer, cash buyer, and buy it out. You can sell it for cheaper than it's on the market value. You can walk away with crazy money. This is real flips. It's called wholesale real estate. You can come in as an investor. You don't even have to be a wholesale seller. You can be the one to come in and cash out. Or you can do another play. You can go get you some cars. Let me go into these credit unions. I'm saying this so you can see this. Now this credit union list where we got 12 credit unions for you. Now you notice we got all federal credit unions. That means you can do this online. They federal in every state, but they don't have branches in every state. See, most of these credit unions, most of them have a lot of branches. You use that to your advantage because that means you can do everything online. If you can do it online, it means you can apply for these loans online. You can open up online. That's sweet for you. You can do all this from the fingertips of your fingers at the house. So these credit unions, most of them, you have to tweak it a little bit to get in. You have to say you may be a member of a school or something in that area. They not even ask you for the school name or nothing like that. They just want to say, okay, you're a part of that Navy Federal, you need a reference number. So if you give me your information, I have the reference number. I can sign you up, but I don't give out the reference number. But I could sign you up for free if you want a Navy Federal account. All right. Now that's one of the only ones that's hard to get into. Southwest Airlines is another one. Now Navy Federal is one of the best. They give you 50K. They give you 50K in a loan, and they give you a personal car loan. Now with Navy Federal personal car loan, you can tell them you want to buy it from a private dealer. If you have an LLC and a different business bank account, you can be the private dealer. under the LLC, they cut the check for your LLC, deposit in your other bank account, and pay them back their money by flipping the money and reinvesting it. They'll turn that car loan into a personal loan. All right. This is how you get money turning your credit into cash. You can turn all your credit score. It's not meant for a trophy. It's not just to build it up and feel proud about it. Yeah, feel proud that you put in that work and got that fraud off you, but go ahead and get this money. You can get it right from these credit unions. All right. So you got Teachers Federal Credit Union that's located in Texas. So you would have to be a Texas resident or have somebody with a Texas address to get that one. That's it. That's the only thing required for that one. It's one of the best. Neighborhood Credit Union, you can get that from anywhere. Navy Federal, you get that from anywhere. Go Federal, get that only in the Texas area as well. The Credit Union in Texas, that's another one. So those three would be like only ones, that's regional. Now you want to do the same, just look up your state. You can type up your state and just type your state federal credit union. Every state has their own federal credit union. You want to join that one. And you want to join any local credit unions. But you want to look up their rewards, what you get from their loans, because you're going to qualify for these loans. So you want to do your homework on it. Don't just get anything just because you got approved. You're going to get approved. But don't just get anything. Get things that you can flip and make a profit off of. Don't get low-end credit cards. If it's under 10K, it's not worth it. And don't just go get one, because once they put that inquiry on there, the other one's going to deny you. So that's why you want to get them all within 24 hours. All right. So you got Pentagon Federal Credit Union. You can get that anywhere. The Golden One Credit Union, anywhere. Southwest, anywhere. First Tech Federal Credit Union, anywhere. And they give you the highest limit. First Tech will give you up to 100K on a personal loan. They typically give out about 35K average. Average 35K for one personal loan. Sky One, they give out about 25K average. You can get that from anywhere. NIH, you can do that anywhere. Justice Federal, that's another one you can do anywhere. Okay. Anybody got any questions?
Yeah, I got a question. If you were building a file, let's say if it didn't have much history, you think the authorized user would be the best first thing to get on there, or try to get a primary on there first?
If what you gotta do is you gotta have a combination of both of them. Before you go apply for the loan, you want to make sure they all reported. So you want to have at least 8 primaries and at least 2 authorized users to equal about 10 accounts before you go and apply for a loan if you want the maximum funding. Now you can get it with less accounts. I done seen people do this credit sweep and they only had maybe 1 or 2 primaries and 1 or 2 authorized users, and they still had over 700 credit score, because you're gonna have to get that authorized user, because you want to boost it up 100 points. Because see, with the thing about the authorized user, and I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna show you the authorized user company that we're gonna be using, right? The brother Sean Cousin, and I just bought me a Tradeline from him. Hold on, where is that? I just purchased me a Tradeline from the brother Sean Cousin. So I'm gonna send you guys to get trade lines directly from him. He got the best deals going. The cheapest trade lines I've seen. Hold on. I'm going through all this. He got the cheapest trade lines I've seen. Can y'all see my screen?
Yeah, we can see it.
All right, now this is how the trade lines go for authorized users. Now this is some of the cheapest prices you're gonna find out here. You can get them from as cheap as 125 all the way to 1,500, depending on how good of a trade line you want to add and how good you want to make it look. Now remember, authorized user is a band-aid. So even when you sweep your credit score, it's brand new, it don't got that much age, it don't got that high limit. That's why you're gonna get an authorized user. You see what I'm saying? And it's gonna boost you up over 700. You're gonna walk in there with confidence and baby get what you want. So you can start with like American Express, you got with no age, $125. Now say if you didn't have no credit history or something like that, and you just want to put on a bunch of accounts for cheap. You see what I'm saying? Just to make it look good and go in, you can start with some low-end cards like this. You can even get the card for 14 years for 350 with a low limit. It only got 3K on there, but it got 14 years of age. That's huge for $350. Or you can go get to the high end, right? You can get something with 21 years. If you look at the second one down below, the one for 21 years, that's a Dinos for 15K. And all it costs is 1,500. 1,500 get you a 15K credit limit, 21 years age. That's gonna shoot you through the roof. You would probably get approved for anything, but you gotta have primaries with this. You can't just have all authorized user because they know the difference. When they look up, it says credit type and it says primary authorized user. So this is a band-aid. Now, if you're just trying to go get a car real quick, then yeah, you can slap on an authorized user and one or two primaries, go in and get a car. But if you're trying to do maximum funding, you just want to set up the right way. Take your time with these trade lines and your primary accounts. Make sure they are reporting. You got about 10 of them. And then you walk in there with confidence. Right? Any questions about this?
Yeah, how long do they normally let you stay on?
Now most companies only do 30 days. Now this brother is doing 60 days. But you don't even need 30 days and 60 days. Because he don't count it till it start reporting your credit score. So the one I purchased, I got the city for the 13 years for $300 on here, right? I only got 2K. I already got high credit limits on my credit report. I got 9 accounts. Only needed one for some more age, right? So it reports on the 18th of this month. So I got from the 18th of this month of March to 60 days from there. But guess what? I'm going to apply for everything on the 18th. I'm not even going to need it. Because once you get what you want, your credit score, all that don't matter. You can eventually build that up back up to get where you need it. You're just trying to secure the funding because your credit score is not a trophy, right? It's a means for you to get the assets you want without paying for it. You're not gonna probably go on your job and get $100,000 in one day, but with credit you can. You can get these things in lump sums, so you can leverage your life off this, right? So it reports for 60 days. But if you need to report longer, say you're not ready to go for funding, then it go 90 days. But this what you do. Don't go buy no authorized user from nobody until you're ready. Save your money until you know, okay, I got all the negative items off my credit report. It's clear. Now I just need this trade line. That's it. Because that's the only thing you have to do. You have to repair and build. So once you remove the negative items off there, you got 0 late payments. You got 0 collections. You got under 30% utilization. Even if you don't get 30% utilization, you can use this trade lines to knock off your utilization because they go off overall utilization. They don't go off individual utilization when you're looking at loans. So say if you got, man, like 5K, say you got 5K card and you max that out. You don't want to remove it, right? You got history and things like that, but you're not going to pay it. It'll be cheaper for you to go purchase a trade line to pay that down, because pay 5K and you can get a car for 1,500 on here. You can get a car for 1,500. They got 15K on there, or you can get this car. Look, the USAA got 35K on there for 1,200. So that, how much would that shoot your utilization down? That'll take that 5K and now you got 35K.
Could you zoom in a little bit?
Say that again.
Could you zoom in a little bit to the trade line versus?
Well, I'm gonna put this in the I'm gonna put this
Okay.
in what's common as well, in your files as well.
Okay.
You'll have a copy of all this. I'll give you a copy. Matter of
All
fact, I'm gonna upload it to the Telegram right now. That's what I do. All right, it's in the Telegram, and I'm gonna send you his information, and then you let him know 850 credit team sent you. Antoine Bay, we already built the relationship, so he's expecting you guys to come. But don't go till you're ready. You can talk to me first, see which ones best fit your credit, because everybody don't need the same thing. Don't go buy a high limit if you already got a card that's 10K on there. But the thing is, the trick is too, they will give you 3 times the amount of your highest credit limit on your business credit. So if you do get a card that's 35K, you qualify for, if that bank gives up that amount, but they give you 3 times the amount, that's the rule. That's why we went through the EIN versus SSN. Remember, you get more for the EIN as an employer versus an employee, right? Anybody got any questions? All right, y'all looking at the trade line list?
Excuse me. As far as the authorized users and so like basically, you saying if the person got 5 slots on a credit card, you could just purchase all of them 5 slots, and then you would go and resell those.
Yeah, you can resell them. You wouldn't purchase them. You would just refer others to him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but
Yeah,
you would, as you resell
broker.
them, you would put your cut on it. So,
Yeah, you can put your cut on it. Negotiate something with the person. Hey, I'll give you 300 for each one, and go sell them for. You see the prices on here based on how good the card is, right? So
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Depending on how, if we got a card that's 35K, that card at least worth there's 9 years on it, that's worth at least 1,200. So you can tell him, look, I'll give you $1,000 for each slot. And you can still walk away with 200 from each card. That's 5 cards. He get 5K, and you walk around with 1K. That's 20%. You know what I'm saying? So you can work out deals like that all day. I'm pretty sure he'll be glad to give you a deal like that. You can bring him 5 people that's going to give him $1,000 a piece for those slots that he wasn't even aware he had. That's residual income for you and him. That's $1,000 a month for you, 5K a month for him. Well, however you want to negotiate that, y'all can do 50-50. I don't know. You know what I mean? Depending on
Okay.
your
Okay.
relationship. It don't.
Nah.
It's not no legal limit to that. You know,
Right.
it's not shit. You can give them $100 if if you take crackhead prices. You know what I mean? It's not
Nah.
it's
I ain't gonna
not a
do it like that.
negotiation. If he take crackhead price, man, look, on fast slots I give you $100 a piece. And you go turn around and sell them for 1,100 a piece. I mean 1,200 a piece or 1,100 and walk around with 1,000 from each one. You got 5K and he got 500. However you gonna negotiate that, brother? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I feel you.
That's what
Got
this brother did. You think he got all these credit cards himself? He might, but some of them might be other people he using. You know what I mean? Because
you.
that's what you can do with when you got a credit service. When you got a credit service, you can tell your credit clients the same thing. Look, when you get these credit cards or you looking at their credit, hey, you got a good credit card. I can show you how to make money off that.
Right. Okay.
While fixing your credit, you can be making money off your credit card. This credit card been on here 10 years. Well, you got this credit card that's been on here 10 months. Even if they only get $200, $300 for each slot, that's still residual income. Because that's coming in recurring every month on a card they ain't even using anyway. Anybody got any more questions? Can y'all hear me clear? Am I getting fuzzy? Let me
I can
know.
hear you.
Okay. Because I want the recording to be clear. Any more questions? Go ahead and shoot them out. Let's get into these trade lines. Authorized user day. It's graduation. It's time to get money. But fiat, we know money is silver and gold. That's another thing you want to invest in. You see they shut down these banks in these other countries. I just want to make you aware that you can invest your money in silver. They can't shut down your silver. And that's always going to spend. That's
Oh,
just
excuse
another
me.
investment I'm going to make.
I had a quick question. Did you hear about it's I guess a site or through a bank or whatever it's called, Credit Strong.
Yeah, credit strong. Yeah, I'm going
They
to show
add
you.
they
Matter
add
of
like
fact,
a revolving account or installment account to you for your They report to all three bureaus and for like they got like a low plan, it's like $15 a month, but they report like $1,000 installment account, whatever.
yeah, that's on the list. That's on the list on the trade line list. I don't know where I went with it. Hold on, let me find it. That's on the trade line list.
Oh, okay. Yeah, actually, yeah, I just signed up for that, so
Yeah, that's great. You did that.
signed to that.
To tap in with Credit Strong, if I'm not mistaken, I think they take 60 days before they report the first time. If I'm not mistaken, because I was looking at them before, but I think after you've gone through 2 of their payments, then they'll start reporting.
Okay.
Yeah, some of them got stipulations like that. So when you signing up, make sure you go ahead and read that fine print, or you need to call somebody and ask questions. It's all about doing your due diligence when you signing up. Just don't throw your money around expecting results. If you just do a little bit of homework, 30 seconds to a minute, I promise you, it'll cost you, it'll save you so much money. Now these is a few of them that you can get that's on my list with no credit check, right? Some of them closed down. I just discovered Attractive Gems, the number one on the list. They was a great credit company, but they no longer are reporting to the bureaus because of I guess so many problems they might have. But a lot of these are still good. And you want to do your own homework. There's a lot of them out here that require no credit check. All right, now if you look at number 5 on the list, Experian Boost, utility reporters. It says Experian Boost, Experian.com. Now, Experian.com, they app got a special service called Experian Boost. Now, you can go on there, upload your debit card or whatever bank account that you use to debit your bills out of, and they gonna look at that your bank statement, and they gonna turn everything that you report that you pay a bill with into credit on your Experian report. And it only costs you, I think, $20, if that. I think they had a free trial. They was doing it for free, but it might just cost you $20. It's gonna hit within, I think, like 5 days or something like that. I don't think it would take that long, and it's gonna shoot your credit score up at least 30 points at least. And you see what I'm saying? That's no credit check, because you don't want credit checks, because credit checks is inquiries. You get inquiries, it hurts your credit score. So the trick is, when you build in your report, you just destroyed, you took all the negative off, you want to build it up with positive trade lines without inquiries. You can easily do this. I did it. I got 9 accounts and I got 1 inquiry. And it really is like a soft pull inquiry. So it's not hard. So the difference between hard inquiries and soft inquiries is the hard inquiries hurt your credit score. Soft inquiries don't hurt your credit score, because that means they didn't look at the whole report. They only looked at your public record and your credit score and went off that. They didn't go through all your accounts and things like that. So that's only a soft inquiry. The hard inquiry don't hurt your credit score. If you got more than 3, your score starts to go down. You got to keep it under 3. Keep it at least 2 or 1 or none. You keep it at none, that's good too, because use that 24 inquiry removal. So anytime you apply for something, even if they do pull, you still got remedy. I gave you the remedy to call them and still pull it off. Now, you got to be careful when you're doing that, because some of these companies, when you pull off that inquiry, they'll close that account on these credit cards sometimes. All right? But most of the time, they won't. So there's a lot of this finesse game. As long
It has to be done within the first 30, before the first 30 days, correct? When you're
24
removing
hours.
24 hours, okay.
24 hours. You're 24 hours. Now, if you're right, it does. You do got 30 days, or it's going to be hard to remove. You're not going to be able to remove it by phone. You can remove it by phone within 24 hours, within 30 days. But if you wait over 30 days, then you got to send a letter in first. That's in the templates. I got the letter for that too. So you can send a letter in first, and then you will call them and get it removed. But you still call them. Now, another one is your rent. A lot of y'all pay rent. They can go back 10 years on some of your rent and put that as a credit line for 10 years, so you can get that credit age on that. You can go to Rental Karma and rentreporters.com. You pay them $10. Hold on. My bad, y'all. Y'all can still hear me clear and everything?
Yeah, okay.
See the screen? All right. Y'all can pay $10 a month, and you can get your rent reported and go back 10 years and whatever years you had on that lease. And all they got to do is they're going to send your landlord an email. That's it. If you ain't got no landlord, you can make somebody your landlord. You can put this as a trade line. All right. This is how you get trade lines. Remember I said trade lines, any company you do business with. These are all primaries. These are not authorized. You're not piggybacking off somebody else's credit on these. These are things you have been paying for. You had no idea probably was credit. And they credit. It's credit. Everything you dealing with is credit. You can report it. Child support can report it on your credit. That's credit. Anything that's a bill is credit. Anything. You need to start asking your light company, why you not reporting to my credit? Ain't I'm paying you recurring? That's credit. Because they gave you a 1-year contract. You ain't paid that whole contract off. They gave you credit. It's easy to get 8 to 10 primaries because you already got them. I'm pretty sure everybody on here pay bills. That's why you on here, because you tired of paying bills, maybe. All right, as long as somebody mute yourself so everybody can hear clear. We hear your background loud. Make sure you mute it. Thank you. Peace and love. Make sure you mute it. Who's that? Cache. Make sure you mute yourself, Cache.
No, that was me. My fault.
That was you, brother?
Yeah, my bad.
All right, Islam. All right, so Credit Karma, Rent Reporters, Finger Hut, they do a credit check. Open Sky, you want to go get secured credit, you want to get secured credit cards with them. Now I'm gonna teach you about the security game right quick. Now, if you ain't got no credit score, say you 18, you young or something like that, you ain't got none, you just got a fresh credit report, none. Most of these companies not gonna give you a chance because you ain't got nothing on them. So they might think it's a CPN. That's how they looking at it. Somebody got to give you a chance first. So you got to go get a secured loan or a secured credit card first. I'm going to show you how to do both. Most people heard of secured cards. They never heard of a secured loan. That's what the brother was just describing with the one company. But we got other companies that do you just as well. You can get a 10K. You can get a 10K trade line if you go to Lockbox. That's on here, number 10. It's called a reverse secured loan. They gonna say you got 10K on your credit report. All you gotta do is pay them $100 a month. When you done paying in 1 year, they give you all that back. And then it's gonna say paid in full on your credit report. So now you just secured a whole loan with a reverse loan without even having to pay it. There's a lot of these news companies coming up now. We having this currency reset. Take advantage of it. You got a lot of internet online banks now. Don't even have a physical bank. Some of these companies, not even banks, they just report. They really just are financial institution, information sharing institutions. Oh, like Open Sky is not a bank. There's no bank you can walk to in North America that says Open Sky. You understand? So you can get a secured credit card doing this. You feel me? You can turn around and put 500 on a secured credit card and have a credit card out here. A real credit card. You can rent cars, whatever you want to with it. Whatever you spend on, you got to put it back within 30 days, or they're going to report it as, utilization on your personal credit report hurt you. You don't want to be spending these cards. You want to just get these 10 accounts, and then you want to go ahead and start up that LLC. That's what you want to do. Then you want to go get that business credit because you're going to get what? 3 times as much. And then utilization on the business don't count. It counts for you. They give you reward points on the business side. Any questions?
Was there a list of trade lines for the business side too?
Yep. It's a net 30 vendors right here. When you want to start your business, there could go 8 easy approval. If you go to the net 30 folder, here go 8 easy approval, net 30 accounts. You gotta start with net 30 accounts when you're building that EIN. But you don't need these the way I'm giving it to you. That's the slow route. That take 2 years. What I'm giving you throughout the weeks, I told you, you want to get a personal guarantor loan. It's called a PG, personal guarantor. So what you're going to do is you're going to set up your brand new LLC or one you already got. You probably ain't got too much credit in. You're going to go open up these credit union bank accounts with it. They don't care about no credit check on most of these credit unions. You're going to go apply for a business loan with that credit union. On the application, every business application has a section where it asks for personal guarantor. That means your personal credit. So once your personal credit good, you put a credit authorized user on it, you put your accounts on there, you use it as a personal guarantor. They're going to approve you based on your personal credit, not your business credit. That's the magic of this. So once you get your personal credit in order, 30 to 60 days, you get business credit at the same time. This is how you skip the line. You ain't got to wait 2 years, build the net 30 accounts for 90 days, get you a payback score, then get you 10,000 in the bank, get you a bank rating of a 5 or higher, then have deposits put into your bank account, then show proof of income. Nah, none of that. Forget about that way they teaching you online. What you heard about. These the credit secrets. You had a question?
No, my bad.
These the credit secrets. This is how you skip the line. It's legal. It's no finesse. It's just that you don't know how the game go. If we don't know how the game go, then of course you're gonna be taking the slow route because you got a learning curve to get around. You got this mentor right here shorting your learning curve. You ain't gotta take the slow route to business credit. Just set you up an LLC. Let me show you how to set up an LLC the correct way for credit. This is what you're gonna need for credit.
Excuse me. What are your thoughts on setting up an LLC in your name or as your name?
Say that again.
I said, what your thoughts on setting up an LLC as your name or in your name?
Yeah, you can set up generic LLCs like that. That's better. No, garbage. That's the best way to do it. Set up generic LLCs. The more they don't know about your LLC when you go in for the loans, the better chance of approval. If you go in there with a head business, a trucking business, those high risk businesses. You know what I'm saying? So they got a bank rate, they got a business rating for every type of business. So you want to go in there with a generic business, like a consulting business. If they ask you what you do, I consult. You can do a business with your name, John Doe, LLC. What you do? I'm a consultant. Oh, okay, we give you 20K. That's how it works.
Okay.
Low risk business. You know, low risk business. Hold on, I'm trying to find it for you. Y'all got any questions while I'm pulling this up? Any question? Any questions? Good question. Don't think you gotta be knowing what I'm talking about or nothing.
Could you touch a little bit on that? What you were saying before with the 30K auto loan. You said you could turn that. You said you could put that into Forex or something. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. How
Yeah,
that?
it's called a card play, right? So
Mhm.
you go to these credit unions, you say I want a car from a personal private dealer. So say if I was selling a car, bro, I got a Charger out here, and I'm saying, bro, give me 20K for this Charger. Just hit me right fast, right? All right, you like, okay, I'm gonna go to my bank and get a loan. So you go to your bank and be like, man, my homie got a Charger I want to buy. They gonna want the VIN number. Here go the VIN number. All right, they gonna say, bam, we gonna run your credit, no documentation needed, no paycheck, none proof of income, no deposit needed. They gonna cut you a check for 20K in the name of whatever private dealer you said the private dealer name was. It can be an LLC. It's a private dealer, it's not a dealership.
Okay.
All right, bam. So you go and deposit that in that bank account. Now that check, that credit, that turns into cash. Now you can use this and reinvest it any way you choose. You can go buy a cash card.
All right.
You say they got charges from SRTs for 10K.
Mm.
You can go get
Okay.
2 of those now. You know you can get something
Yeah, I
decent for
see.
10K off the lot. Come on now.
Okay. Okay.
You know you can get something decent off the lot for 10K cash, and you can
Facts.
throw it right on Toro. Bam, now you got 2 charges on Toro. 10K paid off. And all you gotta do is pay them this loan back to Navy Federal. They gonna turn that car loan to a personal loan. Whatever the APR on that, they gonna charge you on that. It might be $300 a month, but you got 2 charges gonna repay that for you.
Mm.
You can make $300 a week off each one. 1,200 a month off each one. That's 2,400 a month. You paying them back 300 a month. You still walking away with 2,100. 2,100 profit. Profit. You ain't even invest none of your own money. All you did was extend your credit. Because remember, all they can do is extend credit. They can't lend you credit. You use your own credit anyway.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So use the credit to reinvest. Pay it back, and guess what they're gonna do you next time? They're gonna give you another one. Because you've been paying back. That's how they do. They love hustlers. But that's the card trick.
All right.
You can the brother him 500 teach about it too. That's kind of where I learned it from. You can go to look on YouTube for more on it for people who actually doing this all the time. A lot of my mentors, they do this all the time. It's called credit card manufacturing spending. Cause see, there's levels to this. It's people leveraging their real estate companies, getting properties and houses off this. Going there and getting car loans, turn around and get a wholesale house, a tax lien house off a car loan check. It don't matter where you get it from, how you spend it, as long as you pay it back on time. They're giving you 30 days to pay back the minimum fee. If you a hustler, you a true hustler, you know how to flip that.
Facts.
Come on, it ain't hard. They giving you the money. You already know you got 100 ideas. If you can flip $3 into $10, you can flip 30K to 100K. The same rules apply. You leverage this credit. trying to pull up this document. I thought I had it uploaded to the files, but don't worry about it. I'm finna upload it right now to the files while we on the phone. Add to the files, upload. It's the business. How to build. I'm gonna show you how to make a business portfolio, right? For credit, like how to. The business portfolio is like this, and I just uploaded it to the files. It's everything that's going to be needed on a credit application. That's it. That's all you need. It's really telling you what you need on an application. You have to answer everything. If you can answer everything on that application, that's more important than you having 2 years business history. If you got a personal guarantor to back it up. This is the key you need. You got to have a portfolio for your business. It don't have to be portfolio of, the average portfolio of what, the type of business or investment portfolio, those things. No, you have to have what I call the application portfolio. You have to be able to fill out these questions because they're going to double check these things. What I mean, you got to have a 1-800 number for your business. Some of them might ask for articles of incorporation. You can go, I gave y'all the website, legaltemplates.net. You can do all your legal templates there. Leases is free. Well, you can do what I did. I just went ahead and signed up and got a membership so I can use it all the time. But if you need to do 1-2 documents, you can go there and make leases, 1099, Schedule Cs, whatever you need, right? Now, you can make it articles of incorporation, any legal documents you need for a business. You can make it with 2 clicks of your fingers for free. Now, number 2, it says 1-800 number / fax number. You can go to a company called freedomvoice.com. $10 a month. They give you a 1-800 number mixed with a fax number. freedomvoice.com. Or you can go to Humble Fax and you can get an e-fax number. That's $10 a month, right? For your company. Then you can go to get a local number from Google Voice. You're going to need a local number. They might ask you for a local number. See, you don't want to be using your personal information when they ask you for phone numbers. You don't want to be putting in, I got a business, but I'm using my cell phone number as the business number. They don't question that. More, you are already coming out with a brand new business. Now you looking illegitimate. You want to go in there legitimate. I'm a real businessman. I got everything set up. 1-800 number, local number, right? And they don't got to know it's a Google Voice number. They might hit the local number and see it's a Google Voice number, but you can use other, apps they got. You don't have to, I'm just giving you, scenario what to do. You can use other apps like, what's the other? Text Now. Go get a Text Now, but that ain't free. Now, I'm giving you free game right here. But some of these apps, you can get those and they better because, see, Google Voice, when they call Google Voice, it's going to say it's Google Voice, which ain't bad all the time. Some banks will let it slide. They know how you working, all right? You still got a 1-800 number. They going to check that more than anything. Now, Google Voice or Text Now, if you use Text Now, you pay like $2, $5 a month, some slight, but you got a real local number. So if you located in Texas, you want to have a Texas number, 831-832 area code, right? Make it look good. Because you want to make this look good on application. That's it. You walking there with confidence with a 750, Tradelines boosting, booming right now. Ain't nothing negative on there. Come on, ain't nothing to talk about. Then you got your local number listing. So you want to have a business listing for free. You can go to Yellow Pages or listyourself.net. And I'm giving you the links on this document so you can just click these them links too. But you can just type these in. You can go list your business, right? It takes I think they say it takes like 24 hours, 48 hours, something like that to list. You know what I'm saying? Some slight. Then after you got everything set up, Now the thing is, when you set up your LLC, a lot of people like to do the EIN number first. Do the EIN number last. The reason why, when they check your credentials, your business, you want to make sure everything matching. If you ain't got your business virtual address, and then you go get an EIN number, what address you gonna use? So go get your business address first before you start applying for DUN number and EIN number. Now I got them 5 and 6 on the list, but that's not in order. These are just resources which you need to have all together. So go get you a business virtual address, number 11. You go to anytime.com, $10 a month. They give you a business virtual address any state you need. Now, go get the EIN number and DUNS number now. See what I'm saying?
I was gonna ask, does the iPostal one handle the fax too, or is it just mail forwarding?
You said what's the name of that?
iPostal one?
iPostal one. Was that on my list?
Yeah, you had mentioned it before. I think you said that's who you have your virtual one through.
iPostal one, nah, I never heard of them. But if they is, there's a lot of companies out there though. You just have to look them up. When you look them up, they'll let you know if they do virtual address and fax. A lot of them do because they know when you coming in business, that's what you need, that combination. So they both, you know what I mean? There's a lot of competition out here. So they trying to accommodate these business owners as much as possible to get the clientele up. So go ahead and look them up. They might go ahead and have that. If not, then you can definitely go to Freedom Voice for the 1-800 number and the fax number together. Now, having a virtual address and a fax number together, I don't know if you would get a combination like that sometime. Sometimes you can. Now, the thing is, do not use P.O. boxes for this. Not for this. Even if you do got a P.O. box for your business, that's cool. You ain't got to let it go. But when you go fill out the application, they don't want to see no P.O. box for your business and no home address. They want to see a physical address. That's why you got to get a virtual physical address, because it's actually going to be a physical address somewhere they use in the building. Like I'm just going to start using my temple maybe for this, because this is a way you can get residual income as well. You can turn your company address into a mail forwarding center. Is what it's called. You can do a simple, go to the post office, say, look, I need a mail forwarding center application. It's free. Bam. All right. You can be a mail forwarder, right? Bam. You charge people $10 a month, or you pay somebody $10 a month to use their address as a physical address. That's all a virtual physical address is. They're going to probably send you your mail. Scan it. If you get mail, you ain't got to get mail there. I suggest you do send some mail there. You start getting a little mail there, just so if they ask for proof of, let me see some mail, proof of mailing, to satisfy proof of mailing, you can send a utility bill there, something like that. Go sign up for something through your business. You can go sign up for a cell phone through your business as a personal guarantor or something like that, some slight. Where they ain't really gonna do no credit check on the business. Or you can go get a net 30 account. That might be easy for you. Go get you can go get Uline. Go get Uline account. Have them send it to your virtual address. Uline ain't gonna cost you no money put down, but it's gonna be a net 30. So whatever you get from them, you gotta pay back within 30 days. So once you open, they're going to send something to the virtual address. Go ahead and order something for $20, $50. Hurry up, pay it back. Now you just established a relationship and you got things coming to the business address. Everything looking good. It's all about making it look good on the application. What I'll do. All right. Do y'all still see my screen?
No, I don't see anything.
I don't see it.
Oh wow, okay. Let's see what's going on. I didn't even have it on. I thought y'all was seeing my screen the whole time. I was talking about these things. All right, now y'all see this list? How to start a business portfolio.
Could you zoom in a little bit?
It's also in your if you having trouble reading it, it's also in your files. I try to zoom in. I don't know if y'all can see it like I'm seeing it. All right, this is the list I was just going over. So you want to get the 1-800 number. You want to get your address. You want to get your articles of incorporation. Most times when you register with the state, all you gotta do is go. I go to the state of Missouri, register mine all the time. You can go to Nevada, Wyoming, Missouri, Minnesota. Those are the four best because they got the cheapest prices and they don't require annual filing requirements. Like you don't got to file annually documents and pay annually tax. You don't want to be having to worry about that. You can do everything online through Missouri's Secretary of State online. Bam, easy. Have your company registered in 5 minutes. Pay $10 and get a certified copy of a certificate of good standing. All right, that's all you need. But you want to do that with the EIN number. Do all that last. First, get your addresses because these things gonna require a physical address. So the address gonna be like after one of the first things you get. I suggest get the phone number first. Go ahead and list it. Then go get your address. Then go get registered up. Then go get registered up.
Excuse me. You register your LLC in Missouri. You have a Texas address?
I registered in Missouri. You use the Texas, you can use a physical, virtual physical address any way you want to use, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, you set that up and then you get a registered agent. So your registered agent gotta be in that state that you register. It don't matter where the owner, because the LLC don't got no owner. It only got organizers and members, and they can be a member. They can live anywhere. A member of a LLC can be anywhere. The registered agent only has to be a resident of the state. You see what I'm saying? Because it has to be somebody that has to be able to be served for process of service in an event that is a lawsuit against the LLC.
So could you use the virtual mailbox for that?
Nah, it got to be a human being.
Okay.
And you got to get the registered agent. When you on Missouri's Secretary of State website, I'm going there right now. Well, I can't register a whole company right now. But when you go in there, they give you an option. Basically, what I'm trying to say, they ask you, like, it got a list of it, hundreds of them. People sign up because that's another residual income lick. You be a registered agent, and you can sign up with your state, be a registered agent, and all you're doing is receiving mail for somebody in an event they get a lawsuit, and it's only going to cost you $10 more. So you can get you a whole LLC, everything situated for $30. Now, if you want to open up a bank account in your local state, all you got to do is a notice of formation. It's called an 826 form. Let me see. It's an 826 form. Let me see if I can find it for you.
Is there any particular reason why you use Missouri?
Yeah, because they got the cheapest price. LLC set up costs like $500, $300 in most states, bro. And then they gonna charge you taxes. You're gonna have to pay taxes on that LLC in most states. So you want to avoid all that. You want to keep the overhead down because all you're trying to do is set up a generic LLC and get some money. You're not trying to be required to do all that on a company you're not even finna be making no money off of like that or moving like that. You just setting this company up just as a generic company. That means this is a general company. It's not your primary company. Now you can do however you want to do a primary company setup. I'm just showing you how to get out credit. Now you want to set up a primary company and do things. You're gonna have to go through different steps depending on what type of company it is, right? Like a trucking company, you got to go get a DOT number, things like that, and you got to get bonds. Most company you got to get bonded. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just showing you how to do an application, make it look good.
Okay.
They ain't gonna deny you, and you'll know how to answer the questions because you'll know how to handle it. You'll understand. Let me see. I'm trying to pull up this form for you.
Can you register your business in more than one state?
No, it's not. It's not required to do that. If you do that, you'll be. I don't know. I never had nobody do that before. Register in more than one state. You can. I don't see why you can't, but
I
it's
guess
not
state
required.
to be business in.
Say that again.
I said, I guess you were registered in states that you would be doing business in, or that
Nah,
you know.
that's why I'm trying to find a form. You won't have to register. You just give them a form of notice. So you would just do this free form, the Secretary of State form in
Okay.
your state, and just give them notice that you just doing business now. See, once you register in the state, it's full faith and credit behind that in every state. You know what I'm saying? That's just like, say, Walmart. Walmart not registered in every state. They registered in one state, maybe Delaware, and they do business throughout everywhere, and they just gave notice. That's it. And there's a form for this. And how I found out about this, a guy at the bank told me about this. They did it for me. The bank did it for me because they were so thirsty for my business. My business was registered in Missouri. It's at the National Forest Bank and the Walmart. They did this for me. Anybody got any questions while I'm pulling this up for you?
Yeah, I'm actually planning on getting a DBA for something else. And I'm wondering if I get it in Texas, can I still do business in Georgia? Does that make sense?
Yeah, but you want to stay away from DBAs when you're doing credit because they're going to be looking for you to have an LLC.
The LLC, does it make sense to put that in a trust?
Yeah, indeed. You want to have first thing you want to do is form a trust. Then you want to form a holding company, LLC. Then your holding company, LLC, will hold all your other LLCs, but your trust will own your holding company. Then you want to start you a religious charity, a non-for-profit organization, unincorporated. You can do all this through Missouri State and register all these things. Once you got all that set up, everything your company makes, if you're doing a legitimate company, really doing business out here, right, getting money through your LLC, all your proceeds need to be donated to your charity. All proceeds donated to your charity, that keeps you out of tax liability. Then you turn your holding company to an S corp election. Now that keeps your personal taxes away from your LLCs. So now you file personal taxes as an S corp for your businesses, and then you say on your S corp filing that you donated all the charity to your religious non tax obligation charity, right? Because charities religious organizations don't got to pay taxes under the 508.
That's the
You
same
don't
thing
have
as a
to.
ministry, right?
Yeah, anything ministry in it, it's going to be classified under religious organizations or charity organizations. That's how the IRS classified under subsections 508 and 501c3. But you don't have to get a 501c3. That's when you got to apply for the exemption. You don't got to apply for the exemption. You're actually waiving your rights by doing that. You ain't got to apply for the exemption. You just set up as an unincorporated. If you set up as unincorporated religious assembly, a religious organization, or unincorporated charity, then you don't got to get 501c3. Because only domestic companies got to get 501c3 to be tax exempt. You can be tax non-obligated. See, exemption is a privilege. They can revoke that. They can revoke that privilege anytime you go against the rules. But when you got a right, you don't got to apply for an application. All you got to do is exercise your right. So we got to learn to start exercising. That requires work, right? So that's all it is. To set up your unincorporated religious charity, set up your holding company, have all the LLCs under the holding company, everything owned by the trust. How you have everything owned by the trust? You put the trust as the owner on the name. When it says name, the trust is the name, the owner. And you can do it's a form, you can do 8832 IRS form. Any questions? Let them questions flow. I know y'all got a lot of questions. Today is graduation day. Y'all want to keep going? Y'all want some more weeks? Y'all want to get into some discharging? That's what's next. After you get the loans, secure the loans, we're going to talk about getting the loans and spending the loans and discharging the loan.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear about, that discharge.
Yeah, I'm into that too.
That come with the type of value, or is that?
Yeah, that's the self value.
Have you uploaded that to the?
I'm just gaining my evidence right now. It's the first or second of the month, so I just discharge a lot of my bills. So I don't want to. I can only mentor you with something I can show and prove.
Okay.
What about the taxes, like income tax?
Oh, income taxes. What about it?
Basically, not paying whatever you already paid out throughout the year from your W-2.
Your
I guess it's
W-2.
called garnishing withholdings, something like that.
What you mean? Get back all the taxes you paid throughout the year?
Yeah.
Oh, so what you gonna do with that? You need to do you gotta do a status correction. Then once you do your status correction, you do a 1099 OID. And any money you paid through taxes, you put it on OID and they give it back to you. You gotta
That's
do a
what I was wondering,
1099
if the
OID
status
with a
correction was the right
cover
step.
line. Yeah, status correction is always the right step because you giving them notice. You always want to give them notice before you start exercising your rights. You don't have to, but it's best to. If you don't want, things to be delayed. because all you need to start discharging is your social security number. That's your exemption number. You can turn anything into a money order that they send to you with a coupon on it. I'm gonna upload that process too on the I'll upload that process. Y'all can still get a copy of it and read over it. You don't gotta wait till the next class. You can start studying it now.
That's with the 1040V.
Yeah, you use 1040V. You can download those. 1040V is the payment voucher from the IRS. You can go to irs.gov and you're gonna have to order your IRS forms. We call it the ABCDs
I got a
or
few of those already.
ABCs. You get the 1099A, 1099B, 1099C, and 1099 OID. Get 20 copies of each. They free, but you gotta order them from the IRS because they contain carbon copies. You can't download and print out no carbon copy.
You know, I have some already. I'll reorder some. I need some actually. I need the B and the OID. I got the other ones.
Yep, and then you can download and print the 1040V payment voucher, and you can print those out all day. Them free. All IRS forms free. I have to pay for IRS forms. I mean, at least the ones I'm using. I'm still
Would you
trying to.
recommend once you're going through the discharge process, let's say like if you were paying things with your credit card and then discharge the credit card bill?
There you go. Yep.
Okay.
But when you discharging the credit card bill, you can't accept for value for settlement and closure, because then you're gonna close your credit card, and then you can't discharge the full exact amount. You gotta leave some debt on there so they don't close it, because you want to keep those credit cards current. Now, when I just discharge, I'm gonna show you what I just did. I'm just gonna give y'all a sneak peek. Now, I discharged the upgrade card that's on the list I gave y'all. And I discharged Open Sky, the secured credit card I just told y'all about. Hold a minute, I can't show y'all all that. My passwords. Wait a minute, I'm gonna open these accounts and I'm show you. I discharged one for this 226, and then the other one for 2000. Alright, I'm in Open Sky. Alright, I'm gonna screenshot this one. Alright, can y'all see this? I can zoom in on this one. Let me know if you can't see it. Still, can y'all hear me? Can y'all see it?
Yes.
Okay. Now this Open Sky secured credit card, right? So I had a balance. Now you see here, February 25th, I had a balance of 226. I made a one-time payment. That was a discharge. You see, it says last payment amount on 2/25/2022, February 25th, 226.17 cents. Now this was a card that I had late payments on, so I removed it off my credit report. They still was sending me, of course, instruments saying the gospel instruments saying I owe, right? So what I did was I digitally discharged it. What I do, I went to their bank. They bank with a company I believe called Lead Bank. Lead Bank got a account with my name on it. When you open up a card with secure card, they not a bank. With Open Sky, they not a bank. There's no bank called Open Sky. They with Lead Bank. So with Lead Bank, you got a collateral account with them. They holding your information for collateral. Your social security number is they collateral, and they control the account. But the account number is your credit card number. The route number is the bank route number, so you can pay it with that. That's what I use. That was on the 25th. What's today's date? The 2nd. So that was, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give it 30 days. Because I gotta send a physical paperwork in, the physical endorsements in, right? Yeah, that's why we gotta go through the status correction class so y'all can keep up with this one. But this is what I did. All right, 226 gone. I'm trying to see if they show how I paid it. See, they don't show too much information on these apps. But it said pending at first, but now, it's posted. It went through. My current balance, 0. But you see what they did? It says available credit, -26. So they're not giving me no more credit. The account was closed anyway. Now let me show y'all the other one. Hold on. Can't record my passwords. Self-lender. Y'all know Self, right?
Yeah, heard of Self.
Y'all discharge Self.
And you say you went to the bank that they use and deposited how did you do it?
I use their route numbers that they using. Now y'all see this? This Self. Hold
Which route numbers are you referring to?
on. The route number for the bank that Open Sky uses. Open Sky is not a bank. They use a bank. So you have to do your homework. All you gotta do is Google it. Or you look on the back of your credit card. When you're dealing with a credit card, you look on the back of it, it's gonna tell you what bank is dealing with. Go Google that bank route number. Route numbers is public information. That's public information, route numbers. So once you got the route number, you can route a bill to them if you got the proper account number, right? The account number is your credit card number. See what I'm saying? That's
Uh,
I didn't hold on Self. I just discharged 233 on Self. I got another one I discharged 2,000. But you see it says payment method Sunrise Bank National Association.
your screen is black, or maybe
Can't see the screen.
Can you see the screen? All right. Let me close it and open it back up. Thanks for telling me. All right, can you see it now?
no.
No. They
Nah.
probably got a security feature on here. Yeah, probably a security feature on there keeping you from seeing it. Did y'all see the first one, Open Sky?
Yeah, we can see the first one. Like we can see switching screens right now, but when we click on that one, it shows all black.
Yeah, they got a security feature keeping y'all from seeing that. And I can't screenshot it because they got a security feature keeping me from screenshot. Hold on, let me open up another one. They got a security feature for keeping me from screenshotting and screen recording. They some devils. Now I got upgrade. The upgrade card Now you can go to upgrade and get up to 20K with no credit check, no down payment, no proof of income. And I got that on the list. That's like number 12 on the list for y'all. Upgrade.com, they a new one. They brand new, one of these brand new card companies. It's giving out all their money for free. All right, let me show you. Hope I can screen share this one without the security features. All right, this upgrade. All right.
No, they not.
You can't see that?
No.
I can't screenshot it neither. Well, it's discharged for 2,000. I discharged upgrade. They gave me 2,000. Upgrade gave me a card for 2,000. No credit check, no money down, no nothing. I maxed them out and discharged it. Now it's paid.
Damn.
That's the power of that status correction. All bills is prepaid. Now they can give you up to 20K and do the same thing. All you gotta do is look up their bank. I'm gonna show you. You go to upgrade. Bank. Or you can. I type in question. Who is upgrade bank? Or who? What would be a better question? Who do upgrade bank with? Right. Pardon my English should be a little bit off. All right. I looked on the back of my card though. That's how I found this one. But I'm just showing you a little quick way you can do your homework. Personal loans made by Upgrade Bank Partners. Okay, click on that. So these are their bank partners right here. Cross River Bank and Blue Ridge Bank, right?
Is there a way that you had to discern between which one, or you go to one?
Yeah, you have to discern because if they got two banks like that, look at the fine print down here. It says personal loans and auto refinance loans made by Upgrade Bank Partners. Personal credit lines are issued by Cross River Bank, a New Jersey state chartered commercial bank member FDIC equal housing lender. So you already know they can be discharged, right? So if you got a personal credit line through them, you already know to go to Cross River Bank, right? Now it says the upgrade card is issued by Sudden Bank. So I had the credit card, right? So I had to go to Sudden Bank. That's pursuant to a license from Visa via USA Incorporated. Okay, it says get more info, upgrade. It's a financial technology company, not a bank. You see how they put it right there? It says upgrade is a financial technology company, not a bank. Yet they extending credit to you, right? They got a Visa card, but they only a financial technology company. See? That's why you gotta read this fine print when you're dealing with these people. Now if you go to Sudden Bank, you can just type in Sudden Bank route number. Bam. They give it to you. You see it?
Okay.
It's public information.
Sometimes, yeah, I just to make sure I'm understanding it properly. So you're saying we can just take the routing number and put our account number on there and turn it in as payment.
Yep. If you're doing it online, You have to do it as a banking. You do a bank payment. They're gonna ask for a route number, account number. This what you use. But it might kick back if you ain't got your status corrected. It might go through and then kick back.
But we can also do this for our bills too, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about for the bills. If you can pay an online bill, that's the only time you're gonna discharge for a bill. It's all about the bills.
And the loan, okay.
Yeah, a loan is a bill. Once you get the loan, it turns to a bill. Everything is a bill. When they say anything you owe is a bill.
So when you go online, you make the online check payment. Okay, I see it.
Yeah, you go online. I wish I can show you, but
No, I get the just when they ask you like you want to pay online with a check and they ask you the route and an account number. Okay.
yeah, because think about it. All these companies now, they not sending you paper bills. They all doing electronic bills now, right?
Well,
You
they
log
try
in
to
on your
get you
websites. What you
for the
say?
most. No, I said for the most part they try to get you. Everybody try to get you to go paperless.
They trying to get you to go paperless. So they got you these websites you logged on to, and then you can submit payments through debit cards and bank transactions. So use the bank transactions, and you can discharge once your status correct. Now, now the reason why they sending the paper bills because the paper the money, because the paper got the coupon on it. And a coupon is the payment right there. You turn that to a money order with the 1040V form. Use that 1040V payment voucher, and you write on that instrument, accept for value. And then at the bottom of it, you got to write the language about the coupon. Y'all want to see that? Let me show y'all. Let me upload that to the document. So
It's
y'all
pretty
can
much
see.
writing it out like a check, right?
Say that again.
So that's pretty much writing it out like a check, right?
Yeah, you're going to turn that coupon into a check. That's exactly what you're doing.
Write out
So,
the amount, pay to the order of, sign it.
yeah. I'm going to show you exactly what it look like. Give me a second. I'm going to pull it right up for you. This graduation day. It's time for you to graduate as a creditor today. This ain't no credit repair class. This is the creditor class. All right. Who I'm looking for? Discharge and self-value process. Anybody got any questions while I'm pulling this stuff for you?
So have you seen this work if your status isn't fully corrected? Has it still worked for anyone?
I have heard of it still working.
I've heard of it working too, without status being corrected. I've heard it always works best when it is corrected, but I've heard of people getting it off.
Yeah, I've heard of it working. Okay, here it go. Let me download it first. Well, can I
So
share
when
this?
you do it through the paper, through the paper way, and when they send you a bill and you use the actual coupon, um, it's just a little bit more work because you still have to send it to like the CFO and the registered agent and stuff. You think it's easier online? You only send it once, or
Anywhere it go, you gotta still send the paperwork in. I backdoor send the paperwork in still. I don't just, you know what I'm saying? I don't let it sit just online. I'm gonna send the paperwork in with it, even though it went through.
so when they send you, so if you do it online and then you end up getting a bill like 2 days later, because it was already on its way, you just still fill it out the same way except for value and send it off?
Correct.
And that I was reading up that the address they usually have on the bottom of your remittance slip is or the bottom of your bill is it's like a lockbox. Because if you notice like the PO box they tell you to send it to, and the zip code, like the last 4 digits, is always the same as the PO box. Like if the PO box is 250, the last four of the zip code would be like 0250. Like,
Yeah, they do a lot of funny stuff like that. We had made a discovery about how they was putting a payment in the route number.
said the payment in the routing number.
Yeah, basically whatever the payment amount that was owed, you look in the route number, you're gonna see it in the route number on the check, on the coupon when you get the paper bill.
Oh.
Man, they got all type of stuff going. So I just uploaded for y'all the set for value process. Let me see if I can screen share for you, so you can see what this look like. And it's gonna be in your records. It's in the do-it-yourself, how to do-it-yourself records. All right. Can y'all see my screen?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can zoom in. All right, it looks kind of crazy, but this how it looks. Somewhat. Let me see if I can get a better example. I need a better example than this. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all. I got another tutorial to show you. Hold on. That's one tutorial though, but you can study from that. But I got something better than that. And I'm giving you files out the status correction files right now. But it's all good, you know? I want y'all to have all the game. I ain't trying to hold it back. This is how you want to operate. You can operate. Copy link, rename, status correction, trust, value. You know what? Okay. Found them. And y'all getting all type of stuff in this credit repair class. Y'all getting status correction, credit repair, discharge. That's how you do it though. It's all in one. It all go together at the end of the day. Somebody said something.
No, I said you definitely dropping them gems, bro. Much appreciated.
Oh man, no doubt. It's graduation day. All right, here we go. I found it. I found the one I was looking for, and I uploaded to the how to do it yourself files. So share the screen. All right, this is set for value, turn for value. Damn, this ain't. But it's the language you'll put on there, right? So this is the language you would write on there. So if you got an account that you want to roll over and you don't want to close that credit card, you will put in these red letters where it says accept for value and return for value, exemption number, the routing number, bond number, and you put the date and sign your name, thumbprint it, and you can put a stamp on it too. Now, we'll go through this, third. I'm just giving you a synopsis, not, showing you how it look. You can study off this document and go further. But your exemption number is always, your social security number without the dashes. So you'll put that language at a 45-degree angle. You'll use a stamp or write in red ink, 45-degree angle on the top right corner of the statement. Or you can write it through the statement. Some people write it all over the statement, but they says put it on the top right corner. All right. Now on the bottom half, where the coupon/voucher is, if there's no barcode/route number on it, you write your route number, account number on the bottom left. Then you make a money order out of it, right? So you write in amounts that you are going to use in the space provided, sign on the lower right of the coupon voucher. If you would, sign it in blue, sign it in blue ink. Flip it over on a 90-degree angle. Flip it over, then rotate the check, flip it on the other side. And then where you're supposed to endorse it at, you are signing that in blue, like you're signing a regular check. The things you don't want to write on there is date, paid to the order of, payable to the order of the bearer, paid number spelled out. They say don't write that on there. Now on the envelope, you're going to be sending it to the CFO. Chief Financial Officer is the only one going to understand the self-value process. If you send it to just anybody in their company, you're going to get an anybody type response. You got to talk to the financial officer. So you got to do your homework, who the financial officer of that company is. It's all public record. Now, this is another document that's real good. Now, this teaches you step by step what codes and things in the UCC. So this teaches you this UCCs right here. This when you're doing set for value, what you're doing here. What does a set for value mean? Accepted for value, A for V, is the foundation of remedies available for commercial demands made by the United States. So many people have attempted to use it to close accounts in the United States. Even so, no one has a good explanation on what A for V means. Here's an attempt to clarify. Introduction. The Uniform Commercial Code in Article 3 deals with negotiable instruments as one source of explanation. Article 8 deals with investment securities, and Article 9 deals with secured transactions. In addition to the opinions written by judges to shed light on our remedies, all three of these articles hold a key to understanding commercial set-off. The UCC had an overall in 2000, but the major principles remain the same. The changes appear to be in the sections that deal with secured transactions, Article 9, and some with investment securities, Article 8, but negotiable instruments are what led to those securities. The phrase accepted for value has little coverage in the code books or in court opinions. A better understanding of commercial terms, acceptance, and value, and how they relate to instruments in general would be a good place to start. All right, so they break it down in this document. I gave you 56 pages. You want to read that so you can catch up, right? So you'll know what accept for value is. Any questions? That's now in your documents. Y'all got that. I'll be adding more to it too. I'm be adding to this list. I got some more templates I got for you. So just keep on with the list, and then we can keep on with the also with the Telegram app, it'll still be active. I'm gonna be sharing live information when I'm receiving loans because I'm applying for a loan suite myself. So, we can keep communication where you can ask questions and do things like that. And we might just have a little pop-up classes every now and then, just keep going, see where y'all let in the process because I want y'all to be successful at this. I want each one of y'all at least get 100K. And I want y'all to talk y'all shit for me and let them know, hey, the credit coach got me good. The Grand Sheik did his job for the low. I got 100K off a small investment, right? Or I got my credit cleaned up at least. Do whatever you want to it after that. I can't force you to do nothing. I can just bring you to the water. I can't make you drink it. I'm showing you how to get a fish. You can verify this with any gurus and mentors. You can go to Him 500. You can go to some of the best mentors, and you're going to see this program I got is fully laid out. It works all the way through, from start to finish. Wow. All right, let me show y'all with a 1040. I got a 1040V right here for y'all to see. So y'all, if you ain't never seen one, I'm gonna show you what one look like real fast. Can y'all see my screen? Now they had turned this into a
Yeah, we can see it.
That's a 1041. Sometimes they change the numbers on them too, but as long as you know what you're dealing with a payment voucher. See here? Why would the IRS make a payment voucher if you can't discharge? This is the 1041V. You see right here how it got it made? It's a payment voucher on the bottom of the paper. That's how your bills come. All your bills got that little detachable part at the bottom. All that's payment vouchers. You can discharge up to 100 million, it says on here. This is for, look, it says how to fill the informed 1041V. Line 1, enter the state or trust employer's identification number, EIN number. Number 2, enter the amount you are paying by check or money order. Line 3, enter the name of the estate or trust. Line 4, enter your name and title. Line 5, enter the address exactly as shown on the estate's or trust return. Please print clearly. How to prepare the payment. Make the check a money order payable to United States Treasury. Do not send cash. Make sure the name of the state or trust appears on the check or a money order. There you go. This is all about trust in the state. That's why you got to have a status correction. You playing with your trust in your estate. They already know how you coming. You put your 98 number on now. You got to have the EIN numbers. It's better if you already got these things established. That's why they say it's better. Yeah, you can do it, but you're gonna be scrambling and gambling if you don't have a status correction. Don't get your estate and trust together. That's easy. It took me 2 years to figure it out though, so I understand. I was confused about the trust for a long time. I just couldn't grasp it. It was just kind of tricky, like all these moving parts to it. But nah, everything is the same. Like all this is trust. Everything you've been doing is a trust. You just ain't recognized it because you ain't been introduced with the proper literature on it. That's it. Everything is a trust.
Excuse me. Would you said you would use your state number or 98 EIN number?
Yeah, you gotta use your 98 EIN number.
98, okay.
This is only you can only use this for the trust. This is 1041V. They got a 1040V too. Now you can use a social security number for that. Let me see if I can pull that one up. But I use that. I use 1041. I say 1040V. About the 1040V form. I want to see one. I don't want to know about it. I know about it already. See one. It's taking a while to come up. Hold on. They don't want to see. They don't even want to show you what one look like. They got them, but they don't even want to show you one look. They don't want to pull up. Oh, here you go. I got to go through their website like this and get it. Here you go. Now this 1040V. Now that's the one you can use with the SSN, but you still want to have your status corrected. It's the same thing. It's just the SSN you're using now. So 1040 is for the SSN. 1041 is for your estate and trust, because you can discharge through the estate and trust as well, right? Both of them is estates and trust. Everything is about this estate and trust. But you want to follow these directions on here. They're giving you directions, so it ain't hard. It ain't much for me to even tell you, Moor, because they're giving you step-by-step directions. They telling you how much you can do it up to 100 million. See what I'm saying? They're giving you everything you need to know, how to do it electronically online, how to do it direct pay. If you know what I'm saying, how you want to send in. Do they got the address to send it to on here? I mean, you know it go to the Treasury, Department of Treasury. You can just Google that. That's not hard research to find. None of this is hard. It just takes you to correct your mindset first.
And so every time you discharge one of your bills, you just send one of those to the IRS.
You gotta send this to the IRS, and you get them a copy. You get a creditor a copy of this.
Yeah, that's what I say. Every time you pay a bill, you will fill one of those out, and then you send one to the creditor and send one to the IRS.
Correct. Yep. Absolutely. 100%. Just what a payment voucher look like from the IRS website, Morris. I ain't making this up. All bills are prepaid. All bills are prepaid. Y'all ever read House Joint Resolution 192? Have y'all even read that?
Sure have. Very powerful.
I've seen it, yeah.
Yeah, it ain't a joke. It's real. They suspended the gold standard in the United States. Everything discharged after that. Ain't no more paying for nothing. You can't pay a bill with a bill. That's 1950. You can't pay a bill with a bill.
Show like that's not in addition to it's either or, right? Like if you get something that you don't have a coupon to pay the bill with, you can just use this voucher form.
If you don't get no if you get a bill in the mail and ain't got no coupon on it, then you can't discharge, because that means they ain't part of the Treasury tax and loan account. They gotta have a Treasury tax and loan account. You can't do this with no mom and pop small companies. This is only for the larger corporations.
Oh, so anything that come with a remittance on the bottom of it, they Treasury tax and loan.
Yep, that's how you know, because they got the coupon on it. They got the payment voucher on there for you.
Looking at my cable bill right now.
Oh yeah, cable companies, yeah, all your utility companies, yeah, you can discharge all that. Utility companies and banks, that's for sure. I'm talking about your small and pops companies like you, 850 credit team. I'm not giving you no payment voucher. You
Oh
can
yeah.
you can cancel it. Ain't no coupon on my invoices. They invoices. I'm sending you invoices, not bill statements in the first place. Them not invoices they send you. Them bills. A bill is the credit. That's what a bill means. Bill means credit. It's a promissory note. First of all, they sending you something negotiable. They sending you something that you saying it's an invoice. You ain't reading invoice on half that on that.
It
Probably
says
on not none of
it says
that.
bill explained right here on my bill.
What it says?
It says your bill explained.
Right, your bill explain, your credit explain. It don't say no invoice on there.
Right.
You gotta know the difference between an invoice and a bill. They ain't sending you no invoices. You don't owe nothing. If it said you owe something, it's supposed to say negative on there. It's supposed to have a negative balance, not a positive balance. If you look at any your credit, if you go and look up your credit report, if it says you owe something, it has negative sign on there. It's not gonna have positive. If you go in your bank account, when you look at your balance, it says negative when you owe. It don't have a positive. Some got positive reads. I mean, you don't owe nothing.
That means there's funds available to you, I believe.
Exactly. Because remember, they not lending you anything. They extending credit. They extending it off what you gave them. Find it right there. I'm still trying to pull up one. They hiding stuff, man. I ain't been looking up this stuff in a while. They've been hiding a lot of stuff. Hiding a lot of stuff online now. Yeah, I'm glad I got physical copies of a lot of stuff. Going to some of these websites on here. Y'all read House Joint Resolution 192. I ain't gotta reiterate that too much. Y'all got any questions, concerns, statements?
What was the name of your mentor on YouTube you were talking about? You said him 500?
Yeah, HIM him 500. And then another guy you want to listen to is called Credit Game. Credit Game University. He makes videos every day and gives you good, great tips on credit every day. Man, great tips. Matter of fact, some of the stuff I'm telling you is off some tips I use off what he gave me. I'm telling you, can't go wrong. When I steer you somewhere, you ain't gonna go wrong.
What's the name again?
Credit Game University.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go through the credit suite procedures for the ones that maybe never went through it, or you might need to revisit some key items on it.
Yeah, we can see it. Your mic's going out a little bit.
Islam, how it sound now?
You coming in clear?
Okay, what about the screen? Is that clear?
Yeah, it's clear. It just needs to rotate.
I can't rotate it. It's a hold on, cause it's put on a See if you can rotate your phone, cause I can't. Cause this is a PowerPoint, so it automatically do this. But this is inside your you know your documents. This is the Credit Suite 4-day procedures, step 1 through 5. First step, file your security freezes. In the documents, we got, all the security freezes you need to file. The FTC report, we got how to fill out the FTC report. We went through this in the second video, right? What's the key things you want to file out in your FTC report? You want to click loans, other loans, things like that. You got credit cards, you want to report those. Main things, you want to get that report done. If you got more than one thing, somebody needs to mute their background. Get a clear record. If you got more than one thing on your credit report, and an FTC report ain't got enough slots for you, you can do multiple reports, right? You can do multiple reports. You just have to use probably a different email and phone number.
It's just the email.
It's just the email. You can use
the same phone number. Yeah. So I had to do a few. I just had to do a few municipal courts.
Okay.
About to fire them up.
Okay. Let me know how to turn out.
Absolutely.
Okay. Then you want to go right into step 3. Fill out the identity theft affidavit. Now, with them 3 things, you have satisfied the Fair Credit Reporting Act 605B. It says all you need. A law enforcement report and an affidavit. That's all that's required. Now, we also add that cover letter, right, to give the credit reporting agencies instructions to let them know, hey, this is what I'm sending. Just a quick cover letter, 1 paragraph. I'm not sending no long page, drawn out 609 letter, 611 letter yet. Step 5, mail the following to each agency separately. So you're going to have copy your ID, copy your SSN, identity theft report, identity theft affidavit, and the cover letter. That's all you need. Send it off and watch magic happen. Right? Then give them a call. Let me see here. All right, let me show you. Now, once you do this, now say if they not giving you a favorable reply, right? Like they got a couple items still stuck on there. They want to play with you, right? You want to start filing complaints on them. So what I do is this. I go to Attorney General since we already sent the Attorney General the packet, right? Now the Attorney General is the head law enforcement for consumers. He's the head consumer protector. That's his job. All right, now you can go right to the Attorney General. This before you do a lawsuit. Now, lawsuit you can do at 30 days. After 30 days, 60 days, however much time you want to give them, you can do a lawsuit. But I'm telling you remedies to do within the first 30 days. And you can add this. You can send, after you sent them the packet, this how you do the 609 procedure. You do the 609 letter with the complaint. All right. It says file a consumer complaint. Filing a consumer complaint with the Office of Attorney General is easy, but you should understand the process first. Here's what you need to know. Preparing your complaint. Before you file your complaint with us, take a moment and make sure you have all your important information. Please note the system cannot save your complaint in progress, so you will need to complete the form in one sitting. The more details you can provide, the more effectively we can review your complaint. Important information needed, right? Put the business information, all what they need. Your complaint is public. Complaints filed with the Consumer Protection Division are potentially an open record. This means any member of the public may file an open records request and view your complaint. So you can do that with other people's complaints. So if you want to see what a complaint looked like that was successful, you can go to their website and download these things. Now, what can we do? What can Attorney General do for you? Receive consumer complaints and review them to identify illegal activity. File civil lawsuits acting in the public interest. So if you don't want to go to court, you can get the Attorney General to go to court for you. But they only gonna sue them not on your behalf, but just for the violations, but I'm not verifying, validating these steps and showing you competent evidence. All right. So you can file a complaint by mail, or you can just do this online, Morris. And you go to your state Attorney General. Every state has Attorney General. I would suggest you do it online. It's way easier. Any questions?
How long you say you should you wait to file with the Attorney General?
I usually give about at about 14 days, 21 days. I start to file with the Attorney General.
How long do you normally see like a response after you've put that documentation in?
It take about a week. About a week when you do it online. If you send it by mail, a little bit longer. Yeah, because the first thing they're gonna do when they receive the complaint, they're gonna send it straight to the creditors you complaining against. Because you can file a complaint against the credit reporting agencies and the creditors. You can also go to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, but they pretty much act as a witness to the situation. So you can send all these documents and everything you're doing. You can CC the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, that whole packet, that credit suite packet. You can send that to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau as well. If you want to just start giving notices to different companies, the different organizations, the bureaus that protect you, because that's gonna show them, that you got more people involved, and then you can also go to the Better Business Bureau. Just with the same package, you just see them. That's all you're doing. It's gonna have great results, especially you hit them with the Better Business Bureau.
Yeah, I have seen results in the past with the Better Business Bureau. They respond pretty quickly.
Indeed.
Yeah, respond quick, fast, with that Better Business Bureau.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I use combination of all of them. Because when you're dealing with identity theft, you get a different reply. Trust. Way different reply. Way quicker. I know we got some new people on here too. Y'all ain't got no questions. Y'all got vets. Y'all got the vets. Brothers on here, no sisters. Cache, I heard you a bunch of times, but rest of sisters. Y'all just absorbing the game, huh? Y'all got to apply this. Where y'all at? Who at in the process? Who just sent out their paperwork? What's going on? Where y'all at? It's graduation day. Where y'all at in the process? It only take a few days to do the process and send it out. It's not a whole bunch of work. You're doing 2 documents, an FTC report and an affidavit. Anybody got any questions? We've been going for 2.5 hours. But you know, I lay it on you. I over deliver. You already know. I don't care about the minimum time.
Thanks.
This is more than credit. This is finances. This is financial education on the private side. Just how to get quick funding, how to leverage your life and stop being a debtor. You already got unlimited credit. It never run out if you think about it. They extend you credit all day long. So credit report looking good. And I gave you the secrets. The authorized users, the trade lines, the credit unions to go to for no documentation. That's all from research.
I did have a question for you. I know you had talked about it before. You got any more information on the 100K for the 10%?
Oh yeah. I'll be assisting and brokering on that. If you want assistance in signing up for these credit unions and applying for these loans and lenders, I can do research where you at, find credit unions where you at, and we can go for the fund and get 10. The 100K is the minimum. So if I do it for you, I'm gonna try to shoot you for all the credit unions get you at least 200K, and then we do 10%. That's the only thing my broker fee is, 10%. So if you get 100K, that's only 10K. You walk away with 90, and at 200, you walk away with 180.
That works.
Sound good to me.
I was gonna ask, did you touch on how you go about shopping around without getting so many inquiries? I think you were saying you can use just 1 or none or something like that.
Yeah, you want to keep it under 3. You want to at least keep it under 3 to none. But the trick is use that 24-hour inquiry removal process I gave you. So anytime you go in and you apply for something, the way you know they're going to do a hard inquiry or a soft inquiry is they're going to ask you for your full social security number. Once they ask you for your full social security number, within 24 hours, they're going to report an inquiry on your credit report. You can call them immediately, the bureaus, all 3 credit report agencies with 24-hour process. All you're doing is tell them, hey, I didn't authorize those. You know what I'm saying? Basically, and stand firm on that. They're going to remove those. You say they're going to ask you the reason, was it fraud or identity theft? You're going to say yes, because I didn't authorize it. Because you never signed contracts we never signed contracts to ever authorize inquiries. You know what I'm saying? So even if you did sign something, it's not a contract, and they can't validate it because they securitize everything you sign. They collateralize it. They put it in the bank after 72 hours. It's called the asset-backed securities, ABS. So they pull in all your signatures and loan agreements, promissory notes. They putting that in the bank as collateral, collateralizing it, getting a loan against it. So you can challenge any inquiry. Say, hey, show me the contract I signed. They can't show you no wet ink signatures because they securitized them. Why do you think all these countries, hundreds of companies don't got no signatures? Come on, at least one of them should have it right. None of them got it because they all giving you coupons on the bottom of your bill. It's a game. That's why I started this service in the first place when I seen a game 3 years ago. I say, man, this is a game people just don't understand. They think it's fair. It's not fair out here. That's why they had to start the Fair Credit Reporting Act. They had to make an act. That act didn't exist that long. They had to make an act for you because it wasn't fair. Then they had to come up with the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act because it's not fair game out here. Stop going into this with morals. It's not morally right. This commercial creditor game has nothing to do with your morals. Nothing, because they don't play by no morals. How's they playing by morals and charging you artificial debts? Knowing they control the prices of your Federal Reserve notes. You don't understand what's getting played behind closed doors. It's a fraud, oppression through financial slavery. By misconstruction, misrepresentation, by you not knowing. We are the bottom of the barrel in the credit game. Why you got people like Warren Buffett, the number one investor off credit. So it's time for us to get financial literacy, the secret financial literacy. We know about the credit, the college version of financial literacy. But what about that secret? What they doing behind closed doors, securitizing, collateralizing promissory notes, making bond instruments, sending you negotiable instruments, the UCCs, Uniform Commercial Codes. What about that? That's why they have to make a Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. There ain't nothing fair out here. Go read those things. Just read the introduction to it. If you think I'm just making it up, U.S. Congress saying this. They said it wasn't fair. And your credit score is based on your financial power. You can't get no financial power and really get things you need to obtain if you ain't got no decent credit report. That credit report control everything. You thought that Social Security number is powerful. That credit report is powerful. That's going to determine yes or no to 100K, 200K for you. That's a lot of power. Just to be based off somebody named Fair Isaac Company, FICO. Come on, man. FICO made a scoring system that said if you miss a late payment, that's 35% of your score. I'm telling you, it's a game. You got to manipulate and automate it. And once you can manipulate this game, you're going to be on top of it. You're going to reap the benefits of the credit game the way it's supposed to be played. Why you think Donald Trump, why you think they say he bankrupt? Because bankrupt is a discharge. He ain't bankrupt, he discharging all obligations. That's what they all doing. We the only ones ain't playing the game because we don't know about these IRS forms and these documents and things like that. We morally trying to do things the right way. Oh, let me hit them with 100 codes and things like that. That's you trying to make a legal argument with these people? They lawbreakers. You talking to the gangsters. It's like trying to talk to a robber or a rapist and trying to tell them, well, you know that's against the code and this and that. You think he cares? You think he's going to stop robbing? Oh, man, you know about the United States Code about robbery? Oh, let me stop robbing you. That ain't how it works. It's what you're going to do about it. You gotta start firing off them affidavits and challenging these people. That's how you get it. That's how you get it done. All it takes is a challenge. They told you in the child house, the child stories. They told you how to do it. They say any, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by his toe. If you holler, let him go. That was a metaphor. For you speak up, they're gonna let you go. But whoever don't speak, you fall under toxic acquiescence. You silent agree. That's why you speak now, forever hold your peace. So it's time for us to release the peace and break the silence. Time to break that silence. You got 30 days to break your silence. That's what they tell you. That's a moon cycle. The word money comes from moon. That's why currency is current. It's all currency. It's all about stealing your energy. You think they care about something they print? You don't know the game then. They print that and get that to you. They don't care about it. They care about what you get, what they get from that. It's power in giving that to you. It's power in us walking around using their Federal Reserve notes. That's our energy attached to that. That's why they call it hard-earned money. Because you just spend some energy to get that. And time is worth more than money. You can never get time back. So if you're working for money, you're moving in this game the wrong way. You're supposed to work on yourself and work on your credit. It feels good when I get up and don't have to rush to that job. I used to have to do it a lot. It feels real good not to do that. I promise to God. You know, and you can do it too, just simply with credit. Simply with credit and smart reinvesting. There's 100 reinvestments. We got other opportunities with the Forex, artificial intelligence. But to be real, I don't know with that how things shaping. You want to get in there right now, hurry up and get in there. Because the way they shaping things is, you're gonna have to get in there and pull out your money quick. I don't suggest you sitting your money in banks too long. You want to go buy some silver coins. You can go. I got a broker company with that where you can get 1 ounce silver coin still from the company I'm brokering through. I'll give you the broker code to that if you need that. You can buy 1 ounce silver coins. If something happened, they freeze the bank accounts. You already collateralized your credit into something tangible. You got to liquidate these credit cards. We turning credit into cash real fast before this currency reset hit. You ain't got a lot of time. You better be aggressively sending this stuff out, getting your credit together. Time is not on our side. If you watching the politics, you see what they doing with the financial game. No matter if what's happening real or not, they're really freezing them accounts though. That's what's really happening. So you better know what's coming for you. It's a financial thing. It's a financial war out here. Y'all got any questions before we end this? We've been on 3 hours. Any questions? Ain't no question, bad question now. Ain't like you wake up with me every day.
I was
Better
going to
give me
ask if
that.
we were still going to do that lawsuit.
Oh yeah, we got to get the info together. We definitely. I'm gonna inform y'all on the group chat with that for
That's for
sure.
T-Mobile?
With T-Mobile, yeah, I
Yeah,
haven't got a
absolutely,
chance
yeah.
to do my homework. But anything y'all got, send it to me. Share it with me. Notices of the breach, because I haven't got no notice of the breach.
Yeah, I
But
got
I
2 notes.
still, yeah. So all we need is 10 people for a class action.
Oh, and I found that thing for that collection agency and that default. Rule 55, Civil Rules and Civil Procedure, default judgment.
Oh yeah, Rule 55. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm about to actually they ain't send nothing, so I'm about to send a default notice off tomorrow in the mail, and Yeah. Go get them things authenticated and send that in.
Just send that in and do a claim on them. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah, once you do the administrative process on anybody authenticated, and then you can use that as evidence. Anytime they try to, act like they ignoring you or something like that, just file the whole administrative process as evidence. Start a claim against them. Now they have to come to court and answer to you. Trust me, I done did that a lot out here in Texas. I done had the whole judge, prosecutors, and everybody have to answer to me. I took them to federal court. They put a claim against me. They better know what they playing with. Because they ain't playing with just anybody. I might look like anybody, but I'm not. I'm a Moorish American. And I know my rights. Yeah, they have to go to federal court and answer to me. The only reason why I win that $100 million lawsuit is because they don't play fair. They dismissed it for lack of service, but they dismiss everything they try to charge me with, because they try to charge me with using my nationality card. They try to say I was failure to ID. That's a lawsuit. Anytime they pull you over, it's a lawsuit. That's false imprisonment. Because the Fourth Amendment clearly says that they supposed to approach you with a search warrant or arrest warrant. If they asking you for an ID, that's a search. Browns versus Texas. Ain't no such thing as a failure ID charge, because for you to ID, it had to be a crime committed. That means a warrant. Because a traffic stop is not a crime committed. That's a traffic stop. You can't mix criminal and civil. So learn your rights. Because they only debt collectors. Title 15. Doing identity theft on you. Birthright theft. So learn how to form these affidavits against them. Use these templates. Study the templates. Just don't send them out. Read them. Get you a Black's Law dictionary and read them so you can defend that paperwork. Paperwork ain't going to defend you. You got to defend it. Because you're going to be challenged on it. They're not going to challenge the paperwork. They're going to challenge you on it. Paperwork is just a summary of what you're supposed to know. That's why I did this. Because there's more people that have to know this than me just giving a service, leaving you in darkness. I could have easily swept all y'all credits and done and probably I charged $1,100. So that's 1,100 times how many people on here. But I felt that was a disservice. So I want y'all to prove me right. Prove me right. Go out there and bang these credit companies. Get your first little taste of some blood. Pull that killer out you. Stand on that. That's the law. I presented you the law. The law protects you. Anything that don't protect you is not the law. That is a citation. That's a lien against your rights. And your rights is unalienable. Nobody can lien or license your rights. That's why the Constitution says rights in it. It don't say licenses. I don't even think the word license exists in the Constitution. Except when it says you can't license something. The word democracy don't exist in there. I know that. It don't exist. The Constitution. Or a Republican Party. None of that exists. Only thing you have in the Constitution, Article 4, Section 4, says a republic form of government. That's a form of government, not a party. We are for the republic form of government, not a Republican Party. That's a Republican Party, Democratic Party. That's a two-party system that was created out of Whittemore Party. That's all they are, Whittemores. And you know why they call themselves Whittemores. We don't even have to dig too much in that one. That's self-explanatory. That's why they wearing wigs over there in Europe. That's they judges. They Whittemores. So we don't vote in a system. We don't have nothing to do with that. All this war, everything that's going on has nothing to do with us. It's Moorish America. Only thing we need to be doing is separating ourselves from them so we don't go down with them. Because they doing things to cause a war. And we continue to let them call it themselves Americans. That's birthright theft. You go on us.org, they are trying to place all debt on U.S. citizens. Every U.S. citizen is worth $70K of debt right now. They trying to hold you as surety for the shit they doing. We are not their surety. You have to separate yourself or you are the debtor. And they calling themselves American. They are not Americans. They are Europeans, United Colonies, doing business in North America as their headquarters. They are not Americans. Just because I set up a company in China don't make me Chinese. Even if I set up a government in China, don't make me Chinese. We're the only people in the world allow this to happen. Chinese will never let a Russian or anybody come over there and say they Chinese. Don't even look like it. They don't look like us. They don't even got our same complexion. Any questions? Let's get out of here. Get your trust set up, status correction set up. Get that credit up, start discharging. Get the loans. Even if you don't want to discharge, you ain't got to do a status correction from what I just showed you. You can start implementing this today. Why are you doing status correction? If you even choose to do one. I suggest everybody do one. Because I don't want to see nothing happen to y'all. And a lot of people finna get ran over. We trying to get the kids out the street. That's it. We doing this for the babies. Grown people can be stupid if they want to. Better take heed to divine warnings. You're not in the day of your mama and daddy. This is a whole new day. You're not in the day of our grandparents. We in a whole new day. So that's my divine warning. Peace and love. If anybody got no questions, we're going to end this meeting. This will be recorded. It was recorded, I should say. So you will have a copy of it. If you guys have questions, concerns, want to speak, then you can just schedule a consultation with me after this. Not today, of course, but in the future, whenever you have time, availability. I have availability coming up, so.
Excuse me. One last question. Touching a little bit on the A4V. When you do it online, do you got to do both, or do you just?
Yeah, I do both. I do digitally, and I'm sending paperwork.
Okay.
Because especially to the IRS, even if you don't send none to the creditor, you still got to do your tax forms.
Okay.
1099A, 1099C, and anything you pay, you need to do a 1099 OID on.
All right.
So that's standard. Anytime you discharge, you always got to go to IRS side and zero out the count. That's called balancing the books, because they use your credit. So now your credit out there abandoned. You got to cancel the debt. Cause see what they be doing, they be drawing off the debt. They'll keep drawing off of it. Like say if you got a case and they might they do something like this. They might just tell you don't got no more court dates or nothing. Just keep the case open though. But then you ain't got no court date or nothing. They don't even care about it no more. But they drawing off that bond. So they still getting loans on it, recurring. So until you do the tax form 1099A and C on it, they can still collect on it. So you gotta claim that interest and that credit that's out there to put back in your estate. See, the IRS needs you. They need you to control and administer your estate. That's why we do the 48, 28, 48 power of attorney. IRS Form 56, fiduciary agreement. Because you have to become fiduciary of your estate. You become the executor of the estate, or the executrix of the estate for the females. You become the executrix or the executor. You tell them, I'm a minister in this. I know the law. I ain't in darkness no more. Y'all did that in the 30s and the 40s. Come on, man. It's 2021. 22, pardon me. Well, it is really 21 because the new year don't start till March 21st. So it technically is 2021. Islamic calendar is 1441 because they stole 580 years. Just the calendars. But don't let me get started. Y'all know it'd be a whole new session here. I got to get up in the morning and do for the 5 a.m. call.
I actually checked out that movie Banker too. That was a good movie.
Yeah, now you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, that's
And
the
that
financial
made me
game
even
they
want to
playing.
go even harder with this because like
Yeah,
they
that
ain't
makes
even
you
had the
want to go
opportunity to
hard.
do that because they.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now we free as hell to do this, and like there's no reason not. There's really no reason not to. Like,
Yeah, look how they been getting down on us. They don't want us to know the banking game. They keeping us oppressed by us not getting credit.
for real. That movie was crazy right there.
That was a true story. That's a real story. What happened to that brother? Very smart brother, trying to save his people through banks. But we see a brother like that need to be protected. That's why they made the game of Monopoly. How you win a game of Monopoly? Through the banks and real estate. That's what we playing, the game of Monopoly out here. And the Wizard of Oz mixed together. Yeah, go watch that movie Banker. Y'all ain't seen that movie Banker? I don't watch TV, but I'm going to tell you some real stuff to watch that's going to inspire you. Go watch Banker. It's made, like 2-3 years ago?
Yeah, that's a definitely a must see for real. That should be part of the class, honestly.
Yeah, for real. We had 3 hours to there. You for real. That is part of the class. Y'all need to go watch that. If y'all think this ain't real. They telling you in the movies how real this credit situation is. Real life stories. You know? Any more questions or concerns? All right, we're gonna end this class then. Thank y'all for coming out for this mentorship. I enjoy myself with y'all. I hope y'all gained a lot from this. I learned some things myself by teaching. Like I say, we're gonna continue on, further things, discharge and things like that. Right now, I'm gathering proof on my end, making sure I got all my T's crossed and my I's dotted, and then we can move forward. Whoever gonna be on that 5 a.m. call tomorrow, talk to y'all soon. For all the ones that's not part of the temple, what you say?
That was fire, bro. Straight fire. Islam, man. Did you think on that one?
I appreciate you, brother. For sure I do. Sure I do. I mean, you well studied, so that means a lot coming from you, bro. I appreciate it. But yeah, if y'all not a part of the temple, then you have opportunity to join. Just reach out to me. These type of things we working on the base on a regular, but I don't teach this in the meetings. These are the classes for that. So when we get in the meetings, we got to come back with results to the table. These are the opportunities on Wednesdays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, and Saturdays, and Mondays. It's an opportunity for you to get some things done. Then come to these meetings on Friday and Sunday with our results together. Put our heads together and come up with something. Group economics. Stop investing in people's stock markets. They crash. Invest in dead stocks. We need our own stock markets. Everybody on here, I showed you how to start an LLC. There's no reason why we shouldn't have our own stock market, investing with each other, group economics, selling shares and things like that. So hey, peace and love, everybody. Like I say, if y'all want further discussions, hit me up for the consultations. In this recording.
We're gonna have a replay.
Indeed. Yep.